Hey guys, so today I'm doing a little test video. I'm just going to play around with some settings and I'm just going to explain what I've been doing. Hey guys, so I've been having a lot of problems with software. I've been trying to set things up so that I can paint. Um, I've been downloading software, I've been using trial versions. Nothing's really worked well for me. I tried Sparko, which is a nice piece of software, but it doesn't seem to link up with the streaming very well. Um, with this video, do you know, I've just seen an old Intercity 125 train. Sorry, it just put me off. You can't see it from here, but out my window I've got a railway line. It's nice because you've got the railways go past, but it's also bad that at night the whole house shakes. But anyway, I digress. So I was using, what was I using? I was using XSplit, but what I found was it really drains my PC. So the whole thing becomes clunky, and sometimes what might happen is I'll make a video, but halfway through the video it'll just slow down, it'll just grind to a halt. Now I started using the Open Broadcast software, and it just wasn't recording, but I found out later on it was the settings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little play with this. So I'm going to switch to, this is going to be my view when I paint. So what I've got is I've got three setups. You can see the main screen is actually where don't know if you can see, if you look on the top right where my finger's pointing, I'm pointing to a camera. That's the view you get here. So I've tried the different views, but I've got to have a camera in front of me. So as you see, we've got Sly Marbo, which I'm working on at the moment. So this is my fairly natural painting position. Obviously, I've had to change a little bit, and excuse me, sorry. And in the bottom right, you can see there's a bottle of shade. What this is a third camera, and I've just popped that in there. So what I thought I would do is, so I'll say, right, like, okay, I need. I'm using Prussian Blue by Vallejo Model Color. So I'll get on with it and do it. And then once I'm using it, I'll pop it there so that as I'm painting, you can see exactly what I'm using. And then once I change my color, say we change it to green grey, and then I'll position it there. Over time, the little setup will get a little bit better. I'll basically I'll just, I mean, at the moment it's looking out onto the desk. One of the issues I found with this, I don't know if I can change the settings on the fly. Let's have a look. When I every time there we go. Right, every time I change, say I switch on or off, it changes the settings to default. I found auto zoom and auto focus aren't very good. I'm really not happy with it. So what I have to do is just before I record the video, change the settings. Do you know what? I can't get this back to where it was. That's bad, isn't it? So it should be sharp at about here. Let's see. That's terrible, isn't it? I think, there we go. I think I found it. No. I think what I'll have to do is I'll work the settings off camera, and then I'll take a note of the number, and then I can just type the numbers in. So this is my setup. Now the only problem with this is I bought sorry, I didn't buy. The reason I used Sparko was because let me switch back to my. The reason I used Sparko was because I can then use my camera as a webcam. I'm a little bit limited on the length because of the camera, the headphone. There we go. I bought this camera ages ago to take some pictures of my my figures, but I found out I can actually use it as a webcam. So I bought the cable, but the only software that it'll work with is Sparko. Now, whether the people who wrote this software will now see Sparko doing that and they'll add that as a future upgrade, I don't know. But what I want to do, you can't see it, but behind me here off camera is my spray booth. So I'm not able to show you spraying. I could spray here, but obviously with me suffering from asthma, spraying isn't really a good idea. And the spray booth I've got, it's got one of those little fans on the back, and I've got my mask as well. It's probably a little bit overkill, but when I first bought it, I was spraying some ink. Now I don't know if it was the stress of the job or the ink, but the next day my lungs really closed up, so taking no chances. So I'm going to go with this setup for now. All the money I've spent on this, it turns out the best software was free. So I'll do two formats. One will be a video in the format that you're seeing now, where I'll record the intro and then I'll record the video, and then I'll piece the two together with the little intro, which I quite like. But I want to do some streaming. That's something I can't figure out at the moment. My YouTube I can stream, but the quality seems to be low. Saying that, I've never used this video software. Sorry, just bear with me, I've just got a bit of a dry throat. Sorry. So the setup as it is, I mean, it's still stuff I've got to tweak. I mean, obviously, as I'm recording this, I'm not seeing what's happening. Sorry, I'm going to do a test, because obviously the microphone, I can't hear back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it down to what are we on? Let's go for a nice simple number. So this is about -15 decibels. So this is a nice little test. And this is back up to 0 decibels. So that's a nice little touch that I can play with the microphone levels over time once I play back. So what I'll do is I'll make a few videos that I'm not going to publish, where I'll just sit there and go, and this is 0 decibels, this is -1 decibels, this is -2, you know, and so on and so forth, until I find a nice consistent sound quality. Switching back to this view I really like. I mean, I've not made a painting video, but once I figure out all of the exactly where to put the light, the camera positions. I want to look at, because what tends to happen is, I mean, I'll paint like this, and as you can see, that's probably okay. But as time goes on, I'll end up doing this. So maybe that's training for me. I'm happy with the in the top right. You've got me. For some people, reason people like to see me while I'm painting. Don't know why. And in the bottom right, I've got a place to put my pot. This is all things I'll tweak everything. And all I need to do now is figure out how to get a webcam pointing at my spray booth. I may get rid of that camera on the bottom right, and the reason being is I bought the camera. To be fair, the camera that's pointing down is a new camera. The old webcam was the Logitech C920, and I bought the new camera for the spray booth. But I bought the C930C or something. Let's have a look. Yeah, C930E. Because the next problem I've got is I can't seem to add cameras. I think I've probably fiddled with a setup. It's not a problem. I mean, this view here, I couldn't get that up. So sorry, that came out wrong. So what I did was I took the settings that I'd already done for this scene, and then I just duplicated it and then moved all the screens around and deleted what I didn't want. So it may well be that, I don't know, I probably won't be able to add another camera. So, right, I'm going to publish this, and then I'm going to see what happens. But so far, I really like it. Maybe it's the video mode. Video output is currently active. Please turn off any outputs. Oh, right, I see. Right, so yeah, so this is an update on what I've done. Thank you for watching, and you take care.